All right, Bill Rice, Utah Property Solutions. We're going to talk about sprinkler controllers today. Your landscape is really important to keep in good shape. You want it nice and green and looking good, right? This is what's going to do it for you, is this controller. It controls obviously how much water goes on your property, right? So let's look at it a little bit closer and see how this thing runs, okay? So it looks a little intimidating, but really there's 4 things you need to do. This over here, we'll just turn that dial, and that's the current time. It's just like any appliance in your home that you've got a clock on. You're just gonna have to put in the current time and what day it is, right? And then we're gonna click it to the next station, and this is the start time. That's gonna tell the sprinkler system what time to come on during the day. Usually it's kind of late morning, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, so it goes through its cycle before you get up and going. And then the run time. This is each station. You may have 4 different stations that run different parts of your yard. This is going to tell it how much each one of those stations is going to run. That doesn't mean they all run the same time. Just a little quickie on this, so little spray heads that don't move, they just spray. They generally need about 10 to 15 minutes. The larger rotors, they're called, those need about 3 times as much time because they're moving all the time and they're not constantly putting water down in one place. All right, the last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna switch it down to here, and that's watering days. That's gonna tell you how many days a week this is gonna run. Again, you adjust it up here, and generally 3 days a week is good. You can adjust it if it gets hotter. You can add another day, or you can take a day off when it gets more towards the fall or something like that. But I'll show you an easier way to do that. If you switch over to this, it's called seasonal adjustment, and you'll see they'll have a little percentage thing right there, right? So that's going to adjust the percentage. So right now it's hot, so this thing's running at 110%. That means if a sprinkler system like one station is going to run for 10 minutes, it's just going to add 10% more to that. So and then if you go down, let's say it gets into the fall, you may be clear down to 50%. So it's only going to water 5 minutes instead of 10. So you can easily adjust, and doing that one simple thing adjusts every sprinkler in the yard, okay? That's the easiest way to do it. I know this can be intimidating. They're all a little bit different, but really, YouTube, isn't that the greatest thing? You'll find your model, whatever you've got right in YouTube, it'll walk you right through how to make all the adjustments. Okay, so that's what I know about sprinkler controllers. Again, you gotta watch them once in a while, adjust it when it needs it, and your yard's gonna look great.